Welcome to Hood to Global Boxing, episode 3. I'm your host, Ball Loud. Joined with my cousin, my boy, my rappy. Let him know what's going on, Doug.
What's going on? It's your boy Big Dub. If you're feeling good, that's what I like to hear.
Okay then. Y'all know we're gonna bring y'all the topics and updates on the boxing, let y'all know what's going on. The latest event that we had in boxing was the Ring Magazine convention. Well, it was before the press conference, but we're gonna start y'all at the beginning. The Ring Magazine convention. It's the first convention that we had. I don't want to quote the years because I don't know the exact how many years, but we do know that Turkey Yasheed recently bought Ring Magazine from Oscar De La Hoya. So he already within the past month, I ain't gonna put weeks on it. I know it's been a couple weeks, but we're gonna say within the last month, and he already been doing big things and having big events for that. How you feel about the Ring Magazine convention, Doug?
I like it for the simple fact you notice a lot of different boxers that you may not even know, or a lot of people don't know. Similar to Raymond Ford. I mean, a lot of boxing fans may know him, but the casual boxing watcher ain't gonna know who Raymond Ford is. But
I
they
heard.
put spotlights on people who we really don't, who a lot of people don't really know. But what I really like or take from the actual Ring magazine convention is they put that shine that spotlight on Don King, man, gave him the lifetime
Okay.
achievement award. I love that for the simple fact he put so many years in this and dedicated his life in this sport. And they finally recognizing him for that like I said, that lifetime achievement award. So I love that. And at the age that he is, he need his flowers, man. We
hundred
definitely
percent.
need to show that respect to the OGs and legends who put the game in front of us like how they did on top of what we experiencing now. So I like that. I like that aspect that they did this year for that
Okay.
Room Magazine convention, John.
I love that take. That was a great take. We right there. We need to give our people their flowers, man. People don't gotta have some substantial happen to them for us to give them their flowers. If somebody did something in anything, just let the people know how great they is. It's important. But we're gonna start this off. We're gonna start it off with this. My question is, all right, I seen Tank. He had a couple issues with not being invited to the Ring magazine. He said they picking and choosing. Like he like they little squad or whatever. Why you think PB? And then when as I took a look at all the people that was in the picture that was at the event, I seen no PBC fighters. So tell me this: why you think that PBC fighters weren't invited to the Ring Magazine convention? Is it because Al Heyman ain't came to the table yet with Turkey Ashik to make his fighters to make shit happen? They can get in negotiations for his fighters could be on these rider season cards or however you pronounce it. So how you feel about that?
I don't want to say it's some type of jealousy going on because I don't want to wish that on nobody, but they definitely, I feel like Al Heyman and Turkey Ashish should definitely come together and make something happen. For the simple fact, Al Heyman is a legend in this sport as far as promoting these fighters,
Mm-hmm.
making sure they're getting money. And Turkey Ashish is just taking it to another level so I just strongly feel like they should just come to some type of agreement if it's a contractual thing going on, then so be it. But I feel like they should definitely come together. But I feel like there's also some things going on where Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn probably ain't, buddy buddy or cool or some type of they clash into some type of, you know what I mean? Like
Quarter
how
fast.
right in this in
Mhm.
this in this um
It's fucking up the deal. It's fuck.
intertwining with different promoters trying to do that together. Like Al Heyman, I feel like is stuck in his ways as far as how he want to promote whatever he promoting. When it comes to making some type of change, I don't know. I'm not sure if he's willing to do that at this moment. But it
Right.
should be done so that these fighters can have more fights rather than one fight every 2 years.
Right.
And they gonna make some money. Like if
They
they
gonna
come
make some
together,
money.
I feel like it's gonna be much better for the boxing community as a whole.
Right, and I agree 100% with I agree 100% with you with that because all the boxing promoters came on the board. You got Oscar De La Hoya, he aboard. You got uh Eddie Hearn, he aboard, and you got Bob Arum letting his fighters come over there. So Al Heyman, man, bring them PBC boys over there and let them show out on these niggas, man. We love
Mhm.
PBC fighters, but we hate how much activity they have in the ring. And I feel like if you network with Turkey Yashi and get your fighters on some of these events, then they have more activity. Ain't nothing wrong with networking and put some shit together to make it better. Um, okay, we still on the convention. So at the convention, we had a lot of little tension. It was a lot of tension at the convention. You know, niggas running into people, fighters running into people they don't like, that's potential opponents, and they want to let people know how they feel. They all had suits on. They wanted to keep it business, but at the end of the day, they fighters. At the end of the day, they got that fighting spirit, and when you see a potential victim or a potential opponent, then sometimes you gotta let your nuts hang and let you know what you're gonna do to him or what you would do to him. So we're gonna start with this one. I seen Ryan Garcia and Conor Ben, they had a real big little altercation where the Ryan Garcia was getting interviewed. Conor Ben walked past the person who interviewing Ryan Garcia, asked him like, "You think that you could beat Conor Ben?" He said, "Yeah, I'll knock him out." So Conor Ben said that left hook won't work. It went left quick. So Conor Ben had to let Ryan Garcia know he too little. They locked hands, shook hands. He hit him with the He was like, and Ryan Garcia let him know. He said, "I felt that," but then Conor Ben tried to slap him. Like, you feel me? What you think about that? And what you think about that potential fight and who you have in that potential fight if it was to happen? They reporting that Conor Ben gonna be fighting Eubank next, but shit, it's always the next opponent after the next. So, shit, what you think about that?
So I feel like Conor being see that Ryan Garcia is somewhat of a hot commodity for the
Mm-hmm.
past few years. So I feel like he's trying to take his opportunity when he walks past on an interview. I feel like you see like they show some type of form of respect towards another or one another, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, like I said, he see that opportunity. Oh, I'm here with Ryan Garcia and they got the cameras, let me go ahead and do some extra to try to promote some type of, you know what I mean, some type of noise for that fight to
Attraction.
happen, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the angle that kind of being try to take. If they was to fight, I would want to say um I'm gonna want to go with Connor being across that pond. I want to go with
Ah.
him. I'm gonna go with him for the decision because, like Ryan Garcia said, I felt that little power that you got going.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, Connor being know that to respect that left hook. So
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a tough fight. I feel like Connor being will come out the victorious on that one though.
Yeah, I take Ryan Garcia on that fight just based on
Mm.
experience. Kind of Ben ain't fought no fucking body. We'll see, because like we say, this ain't the fight coming up. We just talking. We just seeing what the fuck going on, and we talk about what the fuck going on. And but I don't see Conor Ben doing nothing with Ryan Garcia. Strictly on Ryan Garcia don't fight nothing but the best, man. He went in there with Javante. He came back against even a credible opponent. I don't want to quote his name because I can't think about it off the rip, but I know he a Oscar Duarte. He fought Oscar Duarte, which is not a pushover in that 140 division. And after he fought Ryan Garcia, he been showing that. He fought on the last Rider season card, and I want to say he won by stoppage. So I really say Ryan Garcia win that fight just based on the experience, and he down to fight. And like he said, I liked what Ryan Garcia said. He said, "How you see that fight going?" He said, "Oh, I knock him out. He too fucking jittery." And
Mm.
with him doing all that pushing and swinging and all that, I gotta agree with him. Like he a jittery nigga. Like he can't control himself. Like we both know they both got popped for steroids. So is it the steroids? Like, cause he got into it with Chris Eubank. They said they had a brawl, which I ain't see no visual I ain't see a visual on that to confirm that, so we don't want to really speak on that, but we know them two don't like each other, and everywhere they go, they get into it. But we're gonna end with the convention. We're gonna end on this. We want to congratulate everybody who won an award and everybody who attended. And if you didn't win an award, step your shit up and go win one next year. Everybody
Facts.
step your game up. If you was up there and you ain't get up on that stage, you know what the fuck you need to be doing. You need to be stepping your shit up so you'll be on that stage next year, no matter what the award for. But we gonna transition to the next thing. So like we said, first it was the boxing convention, the Ring Magazine boxing convention to be exact. The next day was the press conference for the February 22nd card. On episode 2, go check on our episode 2. Like, comment, subscribe. We gave y'all a lot of conversation about the February 22nd card. We gave y'all talk about Shakur Stevenson versus Kia Schofield. We gave y'all talk about Virgil Ortiz versus Madrimov. And it's a lot more fights on there. You got Better Beef and Bivol too, which is the main event. You got Daniel Dubois on there, which is the co-main event. You got Big Zang on there ready to put hands on a motherfucker. You got shit, you got motherfuckers ready to put hands on niggas on there. Because you know Turkey Sheik, he gonna bring you the biggest and the best cars. And we only call spades on Hood the Global Boxing. That's what the fuck we here for. Um, but to transition to there, Keith Schofield did not show up to the press conference, which is kind of a concern to me. I heard Shakur Stevenson saying, I hope he make the fight. I hope he don't pull out. I know he going through a lot, which we don't know as fans what he going through. We know he had a child on the way. We want to make sure first and foremost that everything is well with that, because you know that's life, and we don't play about life. But we really want to see that fight. So how do you feel about him not being there? You think he's still gonna pull through? You think it was just he training, or he going through something he didn't want to be bothered? But I don't think he turned it down that 900. They said they getting 900,000 at the end of the day. They going home with. And I heard his dad reported that on an interview, and he looked at real happy for it. He got it life changing money with the investments that they said they plan on making. So with that being said, let me get my take first. I don't feel like they gonna pull out the fight. I don't feel like they just felt like being bothered with motherfuckers at the time. They focused, they training, and they getting over the fuck it going through. Um, I greatly hope they don't pull out that fight because I am really looking forward to that fight because I know he gonna come forward on Shakur, and I know shit, we want to see Shakur fight, and he the motherfucker. He one of the motherfuckers that I think could bring it out of Shakur and gonna make him fight. So I hope everything is well with you, Kia Schofield, and I hope that you make it to the event on February 22nd. What you think, Doug?
I feel like he ain't gonna pull out of the fight either, but ain't no telling what it was to make him miss the press conference. Um, in hindsight, you can definitely say that it's unprofessional to not show up, but we don't know what's going on. Like you said, he got a baby on the way, or the baby already got she already had a labor, or whatever. The baby is here, or whatever. So we don't know what's going on. We don't know if there was some type of injury that he gonna probably cover up after the fight. We don't know if it's some personal issues, mental health issues that's big now and today. So we
Right.
don't know what's going on. So we just want the best for him, man. We want him to show up February 22nd because that's the main thing. Well, February 21st is when you really got to show up to come on weight. And
Right.
if you off of weight, we already know that your ass wasn't focused during this training camp. So
Right.
21st is really what we striving for, and 22nd is what we gonna be riding for. How damn it, we gonna be riding on you
100%.
to show up and show up 100%, and we don't want no excuses.
No
That's why
excuses.
my main focus is getting on weight, and then the next day showing up with no excuses. If you win, lose, or draw, no excuses.
100%. You got what you asked for. You said that's what you wanted, and he gave it to you. So shit, don't talk that talk, walk that walk. Get your ass in that motherfucking ring. We expect to
Mhm.
see your ass in that ring. Scores Kia, Kia Schofield, Floyd Schofield, whatever the fuck you want to be called. You and your daddy. We expect y'all to
Mhm.
be in the ring. With big ups, no disrespect. We gonna move on. At the convention, after the press conference, it was a lot of traction. We did see Canelo at the press conference. We did know Turkey Sheik and Canelo won on the best of terms. It seemed like Canelo wasn't feeling Turkey Sheik, but we did see him at the convention. I apologize if I say he was at the press conference. We saw him at the convention with Turkey Sheik. He was standing in the front, right next to Turkey Sheik in the picture. But it's been reported that it's Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. How you get that breakdown? I'm gonna start with you, Doug. How's that breakdown?
Ooh.
How you got that breakdown of the fight? We know a lot of fans want to hear the breakdown. Like we got a lot of traction when we posted that we gonna be giving y'all this breakdown and how y'all feel. So we gonna give y'all the real. How you feel, Doug?
So first off, I don't feel like it's gonna be no problem for Terrence Crawford to come on weight.
Right.
On
Hell no.
on top of that, I feel like he always gonna come ready,
Right.
prepared for anything. Now, just off of solely off his last fight, off their last fights, Terrence Crawford definitely. I ain't gonna say he was going in for the kill or the knockout his last fight, but it definitely showed a different type of Terrence Crawford than what we used to. We used to, well, at least for the past 5, 6 fights before that, knockout,
Mhm.
TKO,
He knocked
stoppage.
out every. I'm sorry to cut you out. He
Exactly.
knocked out everybody he fought in the welterweight division.
Exactly. So with that being said, when he hop up into that in that light middleweight,
Yeah.
it was a little questionable, but we still see some type of dominance when he's in that ring.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely still controlling the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Now coming up to Canelo, his last fight was a dominant fight against Edgar Berlanga, if I ain't mistaken. Like
100%. You're right.
dominant fight. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna say this. I feel like you know where I'm going with it, but I'm gonna say this with Canelo and what he got shit what he got on the table, and with Terrence Crawford coming with it, he ain't gonna quit even if he get dropped. He gonna come back hard, Paul. So I'm gonna go with a draw. Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
go
a
with a
good.
draw,
Okay.
and I'm gonna bet on that because that's all that always be the biggest outlook on any type of deal. But I'm going with the draw because
I
they
heard.
gonna make more than just that one fight.
Mm,
If it ain't a dominant one sided fight, I feel like they gonna have to make a rematch. If not,
mm,
a trilogy. So I'm going with the
mm.
draw.
Okay, I like that take. I like that take. It's hard to pick a winner on that fight, man. And I really can't pick a winner on that fight. I feel like I just know how it go. I'm gonna take this one for Sean Porter. Shout out to Sean Porter. Shout out to the Porterway podcast. Big fans of that. We tune into that. But I'm gonna say I need to see the first round to know who gonna win this fight. After I watch the first round, I get this from him. After I watch that first round, I have a more clue who gonna win this fight. It's a tough fight. We know Terrence Crawford coming with the speed, coming with the footwork. We don't know who got the better IQ. They both got the experience. We'll
Right.
get a power to Canelo because he bigger, got that big wide frame. He got good head movement. It's a tough fight. It's a great fight, and I'm glad that we gone ahead and made that fight. Do we gon' So I ain't really got to pick. We just gonna walk through this. I'm gonna walk a couple questions through you, and we gonna feed off of each other. Do you feel like if Canelo win this fight, he'll get the credit for beating Terrence Crawford, knowing he coming up from 135 pounds to start off, even though Canelo started at 147?
He as far as the skill aspect, I feel like he should. But like what
Mm-hmm.
you just said, when you coming up that small in weight class, you don't no hell no, cause I ain't gonna. Yeah, he should get the credit. He
Hell
should get
yeah.
the credit because Manny Pacquiao did the same shit, 8 divisions and shit. He got knocked out in the welterweight division, but he came up small and shit, way smaller than that. But he also was a champion at the welterweight division. So he'll get the credit
I feel like
if
too.
he was to win, but I don't think he gonna win. I don't think neither one of them gonna win. It's gonna be a draw.
Okay, I was just saying that because I heard Eddie Hearn have a take. Like he said, Canelo don't really want to take the fight. He feel like Crawford, Canelo, he said feel like Crawford gonna run, and he ain't into that at this point in his career, and he don't feel like he gonna get the credit. One, I don't feel like Crawford gonna win. Is he gonna be strategic in the fight? Yes, and you should be. It's boxing. Um, but I feel like Canelo, what Dub said, I feel like you will get the credit if you beat him. He pound for pound, you pound for pound. It's different when you fighting on a pound for pound list. You ain't just go pick Jamel Charlo again.
Right.
You ain't get the credit for that because who the fuck is Jamel Charlo? Even though he's a champion, he was undisputed at 154, but we don't call him Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford was undisputed at two weight divisions, and Terrence Crawford 41. What is he? 41 and 0? 40 and 0?
40 and 0,
So
yeah.
40 and 0. So I mean, yeah. But a 40 and 0 opponent who great came up from so many divisions, weight divisions, being champion and being two times undisputed at two different weight divisions, you ain't got no chance but to get the credit. Do you feel like Terrence Crawford can use Floyd blueprint to beat Canelo? Do you feel like Terrence Crawford can mimic Floyd to beat Canelo. Do you feel like he as close to be as great as Floyd? Enough to go in there and make Canelo miss and make him pay. Because we watched Floyd make Canelo miss and pay for everything he fucking did. And we know Canelo don't like to use his jab. He want to come in power punch, body shot, head movement. With ain't no jab working his way in. He coming. And I feel like that's
So
easy to pick up. Do you feel like Terrence Crawford can use Floyd blueprint and pull this the fuck off?
he can. However, I'm gonna say he can continue to do what he been doing. Cause if he change up, like just for instance, we had when he was fighting Earl Spence. Same routine as through his training camp. Now with Earl Spence, it was a little shift in his training camp as far as
Mhm.
what he was doing, and look at the results. Not saying no diss, no shade towards nobody, but when you start to switch up stuff, even with Deontay Wilder, he changed up his hot dog on trainer. Look what happened.
Change
You
his
can
style
also
up. Try to go to a boxer, you a puncher. Nigga, go with what work.
yeah, so I would say he can continue doing what he's doing. What's his name? Bivol didn't have to switch up his stuff to beat Canelo. So I feel
Mhm.
like if you continue to do what you're doing and perfect it and just keep working on that thing, you can beat anybody who you put your mind to. You don't necessarily got to go to what happened with Floyd or whatever. I mean, that's a good thing to look at, but you continue to do what you've been doing. Shoot, I don't see him losing that fight or just getting over bullied throughout the fight.
Hold on. So basically, you saying you don't compare Floyd and Terrence Crawford as like not compare that they how great they is, but compare them as fighters. You don't feel like they got similarities a lot. You don't. Do you feel like Terrence Crawford got the defense Floyd got? Do you
They
think he
got
got the
similarities.
quickness that Floyd got?
They got similarities as far as he don't have the mental that Floyd got. Like the mental is
Can
different.
you
I mean,
elaborate for our fans with that? I think they'll like the elaboration on that.
so with that being said, like
What you mean
with
by like the mental? Like in the ring, out the ring, the dog? Like what you mean by that? Like I
no,
took
so
it
they
like the
both got that
dog,
dog.
the
They both got that dog. It's just like Floyd gonna figure out how to win, and he gonna pick out your punches way before. With Terrence Crawford, on the other hand, he like to feel what you got. So he's
mm,
willing to take your punch. Floyd ain't gonna try
right.
to take your punch
I
at
can agree
all.
with that.
He gonna see how fast you throw it or how forceful you throw that John, and he gonna time it. But Terrence Crawford gonna want to see how you feel if he can take that punch. When he fought Earl
Mm,
Spence, he took his Earl Spence strongest punch. It was like,
left hook.
oh, that's it, nigga, type deal.
Yeah,
So he's willing to take whatever you coming with, so that he can see how he can adjust his game when he's in the ring.
great
So
take.
that mental is a little bit different. That would be the main thing that's different between Floyd and Terrence Crawford.
Last question on this fight. I feel like we got a great. I like that breakdown. I liked that take. That was a great take. Even when it came to the mental part, that was a great take.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like Canelo more experienced with Terrence Crawford's style at this point in his career? Of course he is. Do you feel like he more experienced with that style, or you feel like that style is his kryptonite? Is that boxing? I could call Terrence Crawford a boxer puncher. Floyd used to be a boxer puncher. He just wasn't hurt Canelo, but he was hitting him with some shit. So I could say he was this type of boxer puncher defense, make you pay type style. Do you think that's the kryptonite of Canelo, or do you feel like it was just his inexperience when he saw him against that? Oh well, because we really saw him against Laura, high problems. Another boxer
Mm-hmm.
puncher, motherfucker move their feet. He had problems with Floyd. So, do you feel like that's a kryptonite, or you feel like he was just more inexperienced in that point in his career, and he's seen that style a little bit more, and he gonna do better, or you feel like he just don't do good with the African American fighters, even though Laura Cuban, but we still got similarities how we move our feet and our athleticism.
With Floyd, I definitely would say he was unexperienced, and I feel like he learned a lot when he fought Floyd, because you can tell the difference on his movements and how he swing and everything before and after Floyd.
Hmm.
I feel like there is some type of I ain't gonna say it's his kryptonite, but he's when you got a boxer puncher and a counter puncher, with Canelo, it's kind of tricky because he can turn it on and off. So I
Mm-hmm.
can't really we can't really say with Canelo. And like I
Right.
said with Terrence Crawford, like if he's switching from southpaw to orthodox, now you have to train for both southpaws and orthodox. So it's kind of tricky. I can't really answer that question as far as when it comes to Canelo and
Yeah,
his fighting style.
I feel like I mean, mean to cut you off. I feel like Terrence Crawford a better southpaw than orthodox. I feel like he can switch, but that's why
Because
he
they
went out.
started
That's
him.
why he went out all southpaw against Earl Spence because it wasn't no time to be in there playing with no nigga. Even though he beat the fuck out of him, you knew he was a live dog. And it ain't
Right.
no time to go out there playing orthodox. And he on or southpaw is his shit. And I feel like he gonna come out the same way against Canelo. But we gonna transition from that. We gonna talk more about it because we got a little while. They said September. I'm thinking the weekend of September around my birthday. My birthday September 15th. We know Mexican Independence Day is that week, the 16th through like the 24th or whatever. So whatever weekend that fall, that's when that fight will be in Vegas. So I wonder where it be. I'm thinking Allegiant Stadium because it's gonna be attraction. It's gonna be a lot of people coming. We salute y'all for taking that fight and keeping boxing great. You're making boxing greater and greater. So we're gonna transition to an upcoming fight on March 1st. We got Javante Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. Um, how do you feel about that fight, Doug? Let's start off with that.
Uh, they familiar with each other. I would say through the amateurs or what have you. So I feel like it's not gonna go as everybody think, which is a smooth knockout as soon as mother's gonna get in the ring because they so familiar with each other. But they haven't fought without that headgear and lighter ounces of gloves. So with
Mm-hmm.
that being said, that's gonna be the main difference. I kind of don't like the fight for the simple fact that Lamont Roach is coming up in weight.
Mm-hmm.
However, since they're so comfortable with each other, I wonder how it's going to play out. Like if it will be a knockout in the later rounds, or if it'll go the distance since they so familiar with each other. That's my main thing since they are familiar with each other. So yeah, I don't like it for the simple fact that he's coming up in weight, and I would like for him to fight some Tank that is to fight somebody that's in that weight class or have a belt so they can unify and go to another division. But when you already the top dog or some shit and you can make your own decisions on who you want to fight and
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say it's easy work, but you can make it easy work. Shoot, this I feel like Tank gonna win that thing.
Okay, I like that take. I like that take. I don't like him going to a lower weight class and picking somebody either. Fight somebody in the weight class and mainly fight a champion. You're supposed to be one of the best in the world, man. Iron sharpen iron. Get in there and show that you the best. Prove that you the best. Keep working your way up. Don't go backwards. Go forward. We already gave you Frank Martin. He ain't had no fucking belt either. So now you go on Lamont Roach, who got a belt, but it's at a lower weight division, and he lost to motherfucking Jamel Herring. You get what I'm saying? So I'm
Mhm.
saying I know it's a past fight, but Tank, we want to see you get in there with the fucking champions, man. Quit fucking playing. You my favorite fighter. But quit with the shenanigans and the bullshit, man. Go ahead and take them four kings out. Just take them all out. Y'all call yourself the four kings, but only Devin Haney fought. Only person seemed like willing to really get in there. And I ain't saying willing because I know a lot of them willing to get in there, but I know it's take time. But Ryan Garcia don't give a fuck. He get in there with whoever they put that name on that paper. He ready to fight. Do you feel like Calvin Ford will be in Tank's corner for this fight?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna miss training camp or anything of that nature. He may switch it up like what's his name? Kevin. I don't know if he's gonna be with Kevin Cunningham, but like I feel like
Calvin Ford.
yeah, no, I'm saying
Oh,
the guy that
yeah.
him and Adrian Broner was training with,
Oh,
Kevin
yeah, yeah.
Cunningham.
He did fight with him one time. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like he'll still be in training camp. As far as in his corner, I'm not really sure about that. I'm not really sure. I don't know the details on what's really going on between them, but as far as in training camp, I don't think Calvin Ford gonna miss a step.
Okay.
Yeah.
We saw him with Barry Hunter. Hit no miss with Barry Hunter. I think he
Hmm.
got a good history with Barry Hunter. Barry Hunter got a good history with a lot of fighters. He don't be their main trainer, but he been like a part of their camps a lot. So shout out to
Right.
Barry Hunter. Shout out to whoever in this corner, man. Hope the best man win. But after this fight, we would like to see you get in there with a champion, Tank. No more of that nonsense. No more of the antics and all that, man. Go ahead. You talking about you retiring? Well, let's get this shit out the way if you retiring. One question I want to add on to, since we was talking and you made a good point. If Keyshawn Davis win his next fight and win that belt, do you think Tank Davis will fight Keyshawn Davis?
He'll be more willing to fight him, but as far as like when him and Shakur, I'm gonna say he'd be more willing to fight Keyshawn Davis. I feel like he think that Keyshawn Davis is better than Shakur Stevenson as well. But do I feel like he has an opportunity to fight? They have an opportunity to fight. They would have an opportunity to fight. Is that fight gonna happen? I'm not sure it will happen because I don't see Tank fighting no young hungry dogs. No real live hungry dogs. Like, and I ain't saying that he protected himself either. But at the same time, like I don't see that kind of would be a risk to take if you fighting these young hungry dogs. But like you said, to knock out the kings, the four kings, or whoever you want to talk about, that's who you really should be focused on before you get up out of here. Don't
The
don't
niggas
don't
that you
just
came in with.
right. Don't just fight some guys who's coming up in weight, and they are champions, but they are the champion in the lower weight class, and you will probably demolish them, and then be like, yeah, I'm out of here. Like, no, you got to fight these mother scums who's
Yeah,
on
fight
top, just
these
like you.
killers,
That's on
nigga.
the
Fight them
same.
people
That's
that
in the
got them
same.
belts. You gonna be at
Yeah,
130. I'm tired of making it easy on that nigga. You gonna
in
be
the
at
same weight
135,
class.
Tank. Fight the champions. You got Shakur Stevenson. Loma's supposed to retire. You will soon have Keyshawn Davis because he about to go take that belt for that boy. And shit, you got you. Go ahead. You never been undisputed. You never been Ring Magazine champ. It's a lot of shit you can do while you quoting what the fuck other niggas did. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of these belts that you won was regular belts. Even though you my favorite fighter, I feel like you a hell of a talent and you are a great fighter. But you got some shit to clean up too, man. Money ain't everything. Go ahead and clean shit up, man. You can't just make shit sweep it under the rug because you get more money than niggas. That don't always work, bro. That don't
Mm-hmm.
always work. We don't give a fuck about no money. We want to see you do what you say you would do. You say you would knock him out, go knock him out. Just point blank, period. Do you got anything else you want to say about that
Knock
topic?
all these niggas out, man. But yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that one good stuff. Cause that's how we gonna get this information to y'all. Make sure y'all
Mhm.
do all that, follow, do all that one good stuff, man. Cause
Yep.
we here for y'all to get y'all the news that y'all really don't know or questionable about. That's what we here for.
100%, man. Hood the Global, we here to promote boxing, man. We promote the fighters, the trainers, the promoters, the refs, the motherfucking whoever, man. The cut man. We promote boxing. We want to let you know what you want to know. Like he said, share, comment, subscribe. Go to our social media. Everything for me is Hood the Global. Hood HOD, the number two global. You can find me on everything Hood the Global. Everything is Hood the Global. That's the brand. Let them know where you at, cuz.
Simba the Boss, that's DA Boss, not THE. That's all me right there. Make sure y'all, once again, like, share, subscribe, comment, you know what I mean? All that one good stuff. And we'll be right here for y'all, man.
Well, that's episode 3, man. Be looking out for episode 4 and make sure y'all fuck with us. We out.
Yes, sir.